where if they're value add apartment investors, then the business model is similar, most likely. There's only so much new information or unique information or tactics that one group does over another group, and it probably not that great of a difference, and it is my guess. Although I can only speak for myself because I have only myself, I'm only looking at the world through my eyes. So I haven't been in other people's shoes, literally. That being said, the way that I've been told from our investors that we're differentiated, because I do have investors who invest or have invested with other groups, is through the transparency and consistency and thoroughness of our communication. So the one thing that I talk about is I proactively got a voicemail from an investor. I believe I mentioned this on a show like a couple months ago. The voicemail was from an investor who's invested in multiple of our deals, and he said that he really is grateful for the way we communicate with him, because it's consistent, and not only that, but it's thorough, and then we're very responsive with change of payment accounts. If he has to change a payment account after we own the property, need maybe switch bank accounts or whatever, and then also sending K1s out on time. That tends to be a pain point for a lot of apartment syndication groups, is getting the K1s out in a timely manner so that their investors can file their taxes prior to April 15th, I think, right?
Yeah, April 15th.
So it's not necessarily in the execution of the business plan as much, although certainly we have a phenomenal on the ground team, and I put our operations up against anyone else's, but it's more in the making the investor's life a lot easier, and making this process easier as it relates to other groups that they would potentially invest in. And so I take the high road. I don't talk smack about anyone. I just simply talk about how the feedback that we've received from our investors and why they continue to invest with us. One other example is I have an investor who, prior to investing with us, was involved in a Ponzi scheme with a group that does apartment syndication out of California. And this investor ended up leading the charge and with the other limited partner investors and getting their money back from this venture that was a Ponzi scheme, according to him. And he said he didn't get the legal costs back, but he got their initial investment dollars back. So clearly that investor, prior to investing with us, after just having been involved in a Ponzi scheme, is going to have a lot of questions to qualify us and our operations. And I'm proud to say that now he proactively offered to be a reference for our company because he likes the way we are communicating with him on a monthly basis. He likes the transparency. We provide financials on a quarterly basis. And we're incredibly lightning quick responsive to our investors. And so that's the way we differentiate ourselves from our other groups.